Can Ukraine become as modern as Israel in terms of military and economy? I would like to say that yes. So let's compare those two situations around Ukraine and Israel. I'll start with Israel. So Israel is a small country in the Middle East, and it's known worldwide for its advanced economy, strong military and technological innovation. Furthermore, they are famous for extremely advanced innovations such as desalination of water, such as agriculture that exists under such a harsh, such a tough circumstances. It's extremely hot country. The average temperature throughout the year is really tough. It's almost impossible to exist. But people, citizens, the population exists for maybe in some cases, someone could say that they are trying to survive and so on and so forth. So it's a very small country. Israel is a very small country, and it has a lot of enemies. Maybe except the sea, the Mediterranean Sea, there are no enemies because there are no close islands. And it's also known for uh, good economy. Their economical activity is very high. Everyone is engaged in some sort of business. They have very advanced education, military. They have very strong, efficient air defense systems, and that's probably all. So, what about Ukraine? It has only one enemy, so to say. Maybe Belarus, but Belarus is like proxy for Russia. So, and now let's speak about Ukraine. Ukraine is relatively big country. It's the same size as Poland, Germany, or France or Spain. It's quite big. The population, the population is uh, bigger. It's almost the same as Polish population. Maybe, maybe bigger, maybe not. It's really difficult. It's such a task to measure, to calculate everything because of well-known circumstances. So, and uh, we have a lot of people with a high education. And someone could say, well, this Eastern Europe country, post-Soviet country, we have a lot of examples of such countries, and they are usually in decline. They have decline in economies, population, and that's it. But let's compare it in uh, in dimension. Let's complain in dimension of war. So Israel technically in state of war against Iran, Ukraine in state of war against Russia. It's in state of active war, moreover. And how could Ukraine even beat the Russia? They are so big. They are the biggest country by size. The population is maybe three times more, three times bigger. Well, Israel's population is less than Iran, and it's like maybe 10 times smaller than Iran, the territory of Israel. So, so it doesn't really matter, I think. And the Ukraine is smaller, and Russia is bigger in terms of size and population. But somehow Ukrainians, my nation, managed to defend itself. We can defend them ourselves. and the speed of advancing of the speed of innovation is slowed up dramatically, so no one really cares right now. And let's compare in economy. So we before the full scale invasion, our GDP was increasing, it was evolving, everyone had a job. Now everyone have a job because of military. But back then, it was like golden years of our state, because we have a lot of freedom, a lot of economical freedom, a lot of business activity out there. Everyone was traveling through the Europe, around the Europe, earning money, doing business. Everyone was highly active before the full-scale invasion started. Mm, But now everyone else is engaged, but into military, serving at the military, or into engaged into production of weapons, artillery, uh, and so on and so forth. So I would say that there will be an economical boom because of the weapons. We are maybe, at least today, the most advanced country in terms of production of drones. We have experience of developing them. We have engineers, software developers. So I don't think that this idea uh, should be proven, because if we hadn't had drones, we would if we didn't have drones, we wouldn't be able to defend ourselves because we don't have much people. We don't have enough people, as much people as Russia has. That's for sure. And we cannot just throw in m- and ask them to attack without weapons, without anything, like their soldiers on donkeys or on bikes. So we don't do like this. Maybe in some places, some officers uh, can do this, but it's not like something common. It's not common at all. Maybe 0.1% of all our orders like Russians, but the rest is not. That's for sure. Otherwise, we will definitely lose. We would definitely already be in. Uh, we just lose the war, right? So, and it seems like there were a lot of stories about Flamingo, about Long Neptune. It's our national, it's our own ballistic missiles and cruise missiles, and everyone was laughing because we don't have like everyone was like, where how can we produce them? But in fact, we have a lot of engineers that couldn't find a job because there was no factories. Now I think we have factories, and we have those. In fact, we have those long, at least long Neptune, and those giant and accurate rockets, Flamingo. Maybe a couple of them, maybe not hundreds, but couple we do have, and we produce them. And moreover, we have those drones, those FP1, FP2. They are not really fast, but they are extremely accurate, and they are very cheap. So that's why we are able to attack those uh, power plants, oil refinery plants, and some other crucial spots for Russia. And I would say it's a real game changer. A couple years ago, we couldn't attack them with anything. We had nothing to oppose, and those weapons, those rockets, we couldn't use them because it was not allowed for us to attack Russian territory with their foreign weapons, and we don't really need them. Of course, we wouldn't refuse if someone suggests them, but now it's completely different story. It's very different. And someone might say, "Oh, we have a corruption, etc., etc." We do. Other countries also do have a corruption. But the difference is the maybe the amount of corruption is different, and the situation gets, I think it gets better and better. Like, take a look at the recent news. Corruption was revealed. It was presidential corruption related to president. Even though it was related to president, it was revealed. Name at least 5 countries where the uh, the corruption of the active president was revealed during the full-scale invasion. So I would say it's like really high marker of the process that started after Soviet Union collapsed. It's completely different story here. That's it. So I would say I think we have high possibility that we will survive during the full-scale invasion as a nation, and I think it is possible for us. There is a high possibility for us to become some sort of um, of Israel, but a little bit northern. And by the way, we have the same time zones as Israel. Maybe I think it's not coincidence. Maybe this is geographical. Uh, this is the condition that is determined by geography, because both countries, Ukraine and Israel, they are situated at the center, in between Western and Eastern civilization. And because of that, we have those wars. Like, First World War took place at the western part of Ukraine. Second World War took place also the western part, but also at the middle of in Kiev. As far as I remember, need to refresh on my knowledge. That was a brief explanation of my fresh idea. I maybe speak more about that. Looking forward to your to commenting, to reading your comments. That's probably it. Ciao.